So without wasting our time, let us start the session. Let me share the slides. I hope my slide is visible, right? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Uh, very good, teachers. Today we're going to have some elaborate discussions on the flipped classroom. Since I have got a representation from your organizers that let us go something deeper about the techniques which was discussed in our previous sessions. So based on that, I have taken few examples to elaborate you all so that you can adopt these type of techniques in your classrooms. Anyone can elaborate the concept of flipped classroom? Anyone? In short. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please. Can
Flipped
you?
class sense homework will be given
Hmm,
previous day. For
hmm.
example, we are going to take the class tomorrow. Na? Today I will be giving the homework, pre-reading homework,
Very good.
and know the concept and note down the doubts
Very good.
so that in the next day, without wasting the time, the teacher can directly clear the doubt and start the class.
Very good, ma'am. So, in that aspect, if I would like to, give you some more insights about this, we have to instruct the students to go through the contents at lower order thinking skills, like read the passage, understand the things, what is there. We have to, in the classroom, we have to speak about the higher order thinking skills. This is what the strategy is. So very good, ma'am. uh, Let me elaborate this with few examples. In a mathematics class, as rightly stated by our madam, before classes, we have to make some videos about the quadratic equation. So we ask the students to watch the video on solving quadratic equation at home. So they will going to watch the videos. Since we are all aware that students are tech savvy, they are adopting the devices, they are having very good screen timing. So we have to make use of that screen timing in a constructive way by giving these kind of contents. During the class, we have to allot teams. In teams, they will going to solve the quadratic equation with the help of a teacher, those who are struggling, because we are all aware that we are not having same set of students in our classrooms. We are having diverse group of peoples in our classrooms, and we cannot able to satisfy all the students who are all sitting in the classroom. This is the basic problem every teacher does. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes. We are not having same set of students, so for which this kind of strategy is very very useful, because we are aware that who is weak in our class. So appropriately we will going to concentrate on them by allowing the advanced learners to go by their own. This is the logic, this is the concept behind this flipped classroom. Is that okay, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes. The next example, English, because why I have given English is people are telling that science and all it is very, very easy, whereas it is not possible for literature, language, Urdu, Tamil, and all. This can be adopted to any set of any classes, any paper, any content, provided we should have some basic idea to implement this. This is what the basic requirement. In an English class, we can give some chapters of novel, or we can have some videos for that novel which you will going to take in classes tomorrow. So these videos you can share to the students through WhatsApp group, or if you have learning management system in your school, you can share those videos. So you can ask the students to watch the videos, and we will discuss the points in our classroom based on the video. So they will going to go through the video, and even you can track the views of the video in YouTube as well as if you have LMS, you can monitor the students who is watching the video, who has not watched the video. Based on that statistics which you have obtained, which you will going to obtain from your database, you can disclose this to your students as well. So during the class you can ask the students to discuss the main themes, characters, and write the paragraph analyzing a quote like this. So very simple. See here, we don't have any work in the class. Rather, we are insisting peoples to work. That is, students to work in the classroom, which is missing in our day-to-day classrooms. Are you agree, ma'am?
Sir, I agree, sir.
We are working in a classroom very hardly for around 4 hours, 5 hours, or 3 hours like that. But students are enjoying their classroom by mere taking notes. So this is not a correct way to empower the students, for which this pedagogy, that is this teaching technique, is very very essential. Any doubt in this, ma'am? Anyone would like to ask some other subjects or would you like to explain for your subject based on this technique? Anyone? Just within a minute, anyone, so that if we have any misunderstanding we can clarify. Yes, please. You start with your topic of concern, then you highlight what can be given to the students and what you can do in your classroom in a short, within a minute, please. Okay, then let's have in the last if possible. Okay, what is the benefit which you will going to get out of this flipped classroom to the students? See, the first one is learn things by the students at their own pace, because we know that we are having advanced learners, we are having fast learners, we are having slow learners in our classroom. So based on their capabilities, they will going to learn things at their own space. If you have sent any videos, they will going to rewatch the videos again and again to learn what is the thing which was explained by the speaker. They will going to read out the things repeatedly till they get understood. And this is one important benefit which you cannot expect in your classroom. Second one is they are getting more time for practice in classes with the help of a peer. This is one of the important thing. Class time is used for exercises, group work, and discussions. Teachers can give one on one help when students need it most, which is missing in our current system. If anyone is not getting the point, they could not able to solve the things in home with the help of their parents, because the parents are not educated. Even though the parents are undergraduates or postgraduates at their education level, but they could not able to solve the current contents, because day by day, year by year, the contents are getting revised based on the needs of the students and stakeholders. And this is the basic thing which is solved in this particular method. Are you agree, ma'am? Anyone?
Assalamualaikum, sir. Actually,
Yes, yes.
in this flipped classroom,
Mhm.
if, for example, our school mostly have first generation
Very good.
students,
Yes.
so the parents' cooperation and the use of cell phones,
Hmm.
they actually are a great problem.
Okay. Then
Because they say they complain that students take even the notes we cannot send through
very
the groups, because they say
okay.
the students know, they actually say that we have to write notes, and more time they use and they go,
Okay.
they deviate, and they
Okay.
WhatsApp students,
Okay.
chat with them like that, they
Very
say.
good. Very good. Very good.
So in this
Mm,
scenario, in this type of thing,
mm,
no, it is very
mhm.
difficult
Okay.
to
Okay.
implement this kind of flipped
Okay.
classroom.
Okay, ma'am. If it is the case, every student is having their own books, right? Every students are having their
Yes,
own
yes.
books. So you can ask the students to go through the contents given in the book. You read the content, you know understand what is the thing. I will going to ask what you have learned from that particular content in the classroom by tomorrow. Very simple. If you are not having the provision to use mobile phone, no problem, you can ask. That is what I'm telling you. you can adopt this method based on your convenience. Not necessary that we need to have mobile phone or laptops. Rather, since the world has changed, that is why I'm talking about mobile phones and laptops. Rather, if you don't have that kind of provision, you can ask the students to read out the passage which is there in that particular book. You ask them to go through the things. We will going to have a discussion tomorrow based on this. This is also a type of flipped classroom. Is that okay, ma'am?
Yeah, that will be good, sir. Thank you.
Yes, yes, very good. And very importantly is student engagement will going to increase, because which is a very very hectic problem which we peoples are facing in our classroom, I guess. See, his activities in class are often hands-on and interactive, so they will going to get engaged themselves to explore them, that is themselves in the classroom out of curiosity. Students participates more actively instead of just listening to lectures, which we are doing nowadays. And the next one is encourage collaboration. They will going to they will going to get collaborate with peers, because teachers and some other teachers, if they have in their areas, they will going to discuss with them. See, this is possible or not, I am unaware of the thing, because based on the situation, you have to draft the teaching method in your classrooms, ma'am. And better understanding and retention will be there, because they are applying their own knowledge to deepen the understanding of the content which they have learned at home, which is very very essential. So we are having problems associated with the students, small kids, children, that they are stating that I am preparing for the exam, I have I have memorized the contents, but once if I leave the home, I feel that the contents which I have memorized is no more stay in the mind. They are telling like this. For that kind of things, you can adopt these kind of methods, so that they will going to get better understanding, and the retention time will be good. And this next one is they will going to have they will going to build the independence and responsibility, because students take more ownership of their learning. In our teaching pedagogy which we are adopting nowadays, which we are practicing in our classrooms, we are the owners of the learning which we are offering to the students. But if you go by this way, students take more ownership of their learning, which is very 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 important, because they are thinking that it is the responsibility of the teacher to take class. They are not in a state to understand that we are the owners of the learning for which we are sitting over here in the classrooms. So this is one of the basic problem associated with the teaching learning process. And as I have already said, it supports different learning styles to adopt by the students. Visual learners benefit from videos, and kinesthetic learners benefit from hands-on class activities, and auditory learners benefit from discussions and group work. So these are all the benefits which is obtained out of which are obtained out of flipped classroom pedagogy techniques, ma'am. Any doubt in this, ma'am? If you have, or any clarification would you like to give, or any comments would you like to state on this? Anyone? Okay, fine. Next, what is the role of a teacher for this new technique? What we have to do? See, as I have already told, if you are sharing any video, you have to be a content creator. You have to record the video out
I
of it.
think this is
Yes,
a
yes,
very important part, sir. Role of the teacher is the very important part in
that
all the
is.
teaching pedagogies.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That is why Salim sir has stated that we need some deeper understanding on this. That is why I'm taking on this particular point. So, what is our role in making our classroom to adopt flipped classroom method? So, teacher, we have to be a content creator. Before class, we have to prepare ourselves with some engaging materials. As you said, you don't have provision for videos, at least you can make reading contents, quizzes like this. And similarly, record the videos. If you don't have that provision, no problem. You find out the contents which has to be disclosed in the classroom through books. And very important thing is, you have to ensure the content is clear, concise, and aligned with the learning objectives. Learning objectives means what you are expecting out of the content. That is what is called objective. It should be very clear, concise, and it should be aligned with the outcome. This is what is very, very essential, ma'am. And the second one is facilitator of learning. It means during the class, we guide and support student activities. That is what the role we will going to play in the classroom. So which will going to help the students to work through problems. They will going to apply knowledge and collaborate with them, with themselves. So what is our main role is, instead of sage on the stage, we have to go to the guide on the side. Are you getting my point, ma'am? The concept is always we used to stick on the stage in teacher centered pedagogies. So in this student centered pedagogy, that is flipped classroom, we have to guide on the student side. This is the main thing. Are you getting my point, ma'am? Any clarification if you want, you can stop me and you can clarify that. Any questions on this?
No, sir.
Clear, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good, ma'am. If you have any sort of doubt, you can stop at that point so that we will clarify at that instant itself. So we should not be on the stage by taking classes, by writing contents on the board. Rather, we have to guide the students on the student side. That is what the role of our teachers in the flipped classroom method. And another one is active supporter, our coach. We have to offer personalized support to individuals or small groups, because we know that who is weak, who is strong, who is weak, who is strong in our classroom. We can offer personalized support to the student based on their learning capabilities in this classroom, which is possible in this classroom, that is in this technique. Whereas the technique which we are adopting may not be facilitating us to go through with this type of things. And monitors progress and provide instant feedback, very, very essential. You have to give instant feedback to the student, because you should not wait for a week or a day, because we are doing this things in examination. If a student writes exam, we used to give the papers next day or day after tomorrow, or 1 week after 1 week. This kind of feedback will not going to give constructive development on the students. Rather, we have to give instant feedback on that, whether you are good in this particular thing or not. You have to immediately state this point in classroom. And similarly, identifies and address misconception on the spot, very, very essential. You have to identify what are all the misconceptions they are having in the concepts. We have to solve that, very, very important. Otherwise the students will going to think that this is the main thing which we have stated, this is correct, they will going to follow. This should not be the good thing. You have to eliminate, you have to identify any misconception is there in the classrooms or not. And the next thing is, you have to design an active learning environment, which is very, very important. Plans in class activity that reinforce and extend pre-class materials. You should have some planning that what I will going to discuss tomorrow, that you have to decide today itself. Otherwise it would be very, very difficult to manage the class. This type of technique is very difficult to manage in the classroom at instance. That is what the issue you will going to face in this particular techniques. As I've already said, you have to assess the student, and immediately you have to provide feedback to them. And similarly, you should be the encourager of student responsibility. Sets expectation for students to come to class prepared, which is very, very difficult. But anyhow, you can practice this. With minimum students, you will going to come with good outcome. Encourages accountability and independent learning habits. This is very, very essential. You have to encourage the students. You learn things so that you will going to become a good independent learner. This type of things will going to motivate students to adopt this kind of things, because you are giving homework which is very, very difficult to go with. So you have to motivate and encourage the students. And next one is, you should select and manage tools, platforms for videos, quizzes, and discussions. You should know what all the, we are all know that we are post COVID, we are integrated with ICT. You should be aware that what are all the tools and platforms we are having, which is not permitted to go through at home. Rather, you can offer that particular ICT service in schools. so that that will going to make more interactive, and that will going to create a different learning environment. So this is the role of us in a classroom to adopt flipped classroom. Any doubt in this? If you have, you can clarify, please. Any doubt? Anyone?
Yeah, so the role of the teacher should be very strong, no, sir?
Yes, 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 yes. Without your
That is
support,
very important.
yes, without your support, this method will not going to be effective.
As you said, no, like analyzing the students and identifying the students, it is very important
Yes, yes,
because
yes,
yeah, and also we have to see the studious students should not overshadow the students who are weak, because
yes,
we'll assume that the students know, like if they answer like okay, they have understood. So it is
yes.
very important to evaluate and identify the students who do not know. And as
Correct.
you said, in small groups we can give them no individual caring attention.
Yes, yes, madam. Yes.
So that can be done only through identifying.
Yes, madam. So
Thank
identify
you.
who are advanced learners and slow learners. Based on the personalized, capabilities, you can offer them your service, which is not possible in our classroom right nowadays, because you have to focus both good learners and there is advanced learners and slow learners, which is not possible with the current pedagogy. Whereas in flipped classroom, it is very possible. Very good, ma'am. Shall we move on to the next topic? Design thinking. So I have presented to you this with one example. You just see the content within a minute, so that we'll discuss in detail next. So the content which has presented over here is energy efficiency, physics topic. I have given as example. You can make your own content based on your subject. See, I have given it a challenge to the students. How might we reduce electricity usage in our school? The concept is, I am giving a question challenge to the students. How might we reduce electricity usage in our school? So they empathize means they observe, they are identifying the problem. That is the empathize step. They observe classroom habits, survey students and staff. They will going to see what is the habits of classroom, what how they are using the light, how they are using the fans, how whether anyone has there in the classroom, whether electricity is in use at right place or not. They will going to observe things, and they survey the students whether you are using fans or light in your classrooms or not. And they will going to watch the things at staff room, whether peoples are using electricity or not. They will going to identify. This is what is called observation. Students will going to have observation capability, which is very essential. They will going to define that lights and electronics are left on when not in use. They identified the problem like this. As few places, the lights and few electronic devices are left on when not in use. They identified, and they will going to ideate a problem. There is solution for that. Ideate. Think of behavior change strategies, small switches and reminders. What is mean by this, ma'am? They will going to think what we have to make some new strategies that will going to change the behavior of the students. Because if no one is there in the classroom, they are leaving their there is fans and lights on when not in use. So they will going to find some strategies to change the behavior of the students. And second one is, they will going to create some smart switches or reminders to avoid this kind of things. This is possible. We cannot claim that, sir, this is not possible. This is not possible at our level, madam. This is possible at the students level, because the students which we are dealing with are Gen Z. They are tech savvy. If you give the challenge, they will going to take you to the solution, provided you should coordinate and you should encourage them. This is very, very essential. And they will going to make a prototype. They will going to make prototype means they will going to make a model, build a mock switch design or awareness campaign. They will going to plan, and they will going to test it in that school, implement in one area and measure energy use of over a week. See, this is essential for the science expo and project expo, which there is science fair or project expo. The peoples are conducting, even OMIET has planned to conduct a science expo in the month of November, it seems, for which they have called for a meeting for school teachers in August 2nd. So this kind of things automatically generate students with project development capabilities. Are you getting my point, ma'am? Or if you have any doubts, you can ask me now. Any problem, any doubts, if you have, you can ask anyone. We are at the last. Any doubt?
Audience response is very much essential.
No, sir.
Then only
No,
it will
sir.
show involvement.
Eh?
Only
No,
Talika
sir,
mission
no.
involve, others, other
Yes,
trainers also must involve.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, then only it will
Okay,
become more interesting
okay,
and
yes, yes.
useful.
Okay, Salim sir.
Sir,
Now the time is. Yes,
sir,
yes,
for
ma'am.
English subject, how you'll implement design thinking, sir?
Which one, ma'am? English.
For English.
English. Okay, ma'am. You do one thing. Now the time is very short. We cannot explain that within a short time. Let me do one thing. I will, plan a session on another day for design thinking. So, because we are having some other contents to discuss on design thinking, rather. If you
Okay,
have
sir.
any short question, I will answer for that. English is also possible, ma'am. I will tell you in the next session with example. With
Okay,
example.
thank you.
Very good, ma'am.
I think
Any
we
any
can integrate with other subjects in
Yes, yes,
interdisciplinary
yes.
approach.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Because the pedagogy which I am listing is multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary.
Yes. In that
Yes,
case, I think it will be possible.
yes, ma'am. I will share that in the next session if possible.
Sure, sir.
Any,
Thank you, sir.
yes, any other questions if you have, we can discuss based on their needs. There is personalized service we can offer. Any personal questions if you have, you share with the Salim Saab, so that Salim sir will going to share with me. We will going to have some personalized teaching, as you rightly said, ma'am. I will discuss this in my next session, because time is over now. Based on the norms, we will stop the session. Okay, ma'am. If you have any doubts in flipped classroom, we'll discuss in short if you want in next class is as well. Okay, ma'am. Sir, okay, sir. Is that okay, sir? Salim, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Very informative and very useful. Sir has
Okay.
given new technologies. We must involve ourselves. It is not a only one person putting the thoughts. If we involve and ask questions or get clarification, then the speaker also will be involved, and more new things will be coming out. So then only our knowledge will increase. Anyhow, sir has given many points, active learning experience, how we have to design. He has told assessment and feedback providers. He has talked about and encourage of students' responsibility. All these things he has explained, and it needs a lot of practical experiences. So we are very thankful to Safiull Sahab for having given this time to study and then present it in a simple way so that our teachers can understand. And the main point is we have to adopt it immediately. So whatever facilities are available in our schools, we have to adopt this facility. Flip-flop method, immediately we can give some half page, one page as for them to study and come the next day. That can be started immediately. We can adopt these technologies and